I'd like to welcome you all to the 2010 commencement for the Annenberg School of Communication, part of the Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism. I'd like to begin by introducing the graduating class. Please stand and remain standing. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Public Diplomacy please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Communications Management please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor, please remain standing. The candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please stand. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Global Communication please stand? I give you the class of 2010. I'd ask you now to please turn and recognize with applause your family, your friends, and all of those who helped you arrive here. Please be seated. I'd like to begin today by introducing the Dean of the Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism, Ernest Wilson.
Good morning, everyone. Anybody out there? Good morning, everyone. That's better. It is such a delight and a pleasure to see all the graduates here, all assembled in one place, and to see all of their loved ones and friends here to support and celebrate their great work. What we do today is, in a sense, looking in two directions, isn't it? We're looking back at the 4 years or 2 years, or in the case of the PhD students, 127 years that they have been working on their PhD. But it's also a moment to look forward into the future. And so I'm just going to take just a few moments to comment on that theme for just a moment. Because it really is the culmination of what we do, of your experience at the Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism. And like Larry, I'm going to ask you to do something maybe a little bit more formal. I'm going to ask the graduates to stand and turn to their families and turn to their friends, and especially some of those people who've been paying all that tuition, and give them a big round of applause. So if we could stand one more time and turn and applaud our folks. Thank you very much. As you have turned to celebrate your immediate family and friends, please understand and remember, as you move forward, that you are also members of the Trojan family, and you are also members of an even smaller and more exclusive group, and that is the Annenberg family. As you move out into the world and you begin your own careers, please know that you will benefit from being a member of the family, member of the Annenberg family. And I ask you not only to draw strength, your own personal strength, your professional strength, from being a member of the Annenberg family, but after you leave the university, remember in the years to come that you will also reach back and help others who will come in the future and who will join that Annenberg family. So as you look forward, keep that in mind, and as you think about your experience here, please keep that in mind. Let me close by just pointing out a couple of the themes that we've talked about during your time here as students at the Annenberg School. One is your creativity, your commitment, your innovation. And we hope that in the future, when you go out into the world, it is your innovation that will help distinguish you. Because the field of communication is changing so rapidly that the field of communication needs a new invention. It needs to be created. And what we're hoping is you will go forth and create the future. We hope you will use your entrepreneurial skills throughout your life, whether you start a new business or whether you're working for a nonprofit. How will you create new activities for other people around the world using your skills and your entrepreneurship? We hope that you will also draw upon your leadership skills. You must possess the courage of your convictions, the things we hope that you have learned here at the Annenberg School. We hope that you have also learned to ask very tough questions. Questions, as President Sample said today in the larger ceremony, will have tough answers. But we like to believe, and we are fully confident, that you will be able, with courage, to pose these tough questions and also to answer these tough questions. So on this day, when we celebrate joyously this important milestone, I look forward, and as do all of my colleagues, of remaining in touch with you, of having you as a member of the Annenberg family as you go out into the world, and please do stay in touch with us. It is now my pleasure to invite back to the podium the director of the Communication School, but before I do, I just want to say a word or two about Larry Gross. Larry Gross is a pillar of this community here at Annenberg, but he is also a pillar of the community internationally. Larry was recently elected the president of the International Communications Association, which is the highest honor that one can receive in the profession of communication. He has received this year an award for being one of the top mentors in the entire university. And what you see in Larry is the kind of commitment that our faculty, the entire communication faculty, has toward you, the students, toward you, members of the Annenberg family. So again, big congratulations to you and your friends and family, and let me ask Larry to return to the podium. Fight on.
It's now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker. I've promised not to give a lengthy introduction, so we put it in this legacy medium here, print, and you can read it. There may be an iPhone app for it by the time we finish today. But we chose a speaker today who exemplifies the kinds of experiences, the kinds of drive, motivation, and creativity that we know you all exemplify. And I would like to invite Richard Rosenblatt to come and address you.
Wow. Thank you very much. When I was asked to give the commencement speech, it was actually a very funny story. Dean Wilson called me and said, you know, for this year's commencement speech, we're looking for somebody that is a little bit different, someone that, you know, hasn't really talked before about communications. And I suggested to him 2 or 3 names. And he said, no, we mean you. And I said, me? What do I know about communications? I was a USC lawyer for all of 3 months, and I've been a technology guy for the last 15 years. And Dean Wilson, in all his wisdom, said, don't worry about it, you'll figure it out. So in doing this, I started thinking about it and said, okay, I guess my entire career, I've been trying to convince people of messages that were very difficult for them to understand because they were new technologies that no one ever heard about. So in 1994, I was talking about something called commerce enabling, and nobody even had computers. In 2000, I was talking about distributed social media for healthcare professionals. They thought I was crazy. 2003 with MySpace, I was talking about social networking, and no one even understood that. And now I'm talking about curation of user-generated content to maximize yield. So either I know nothing about communications or I'm trying to do it all the time to provide those messages. So then when I started thinking about it, I said, you know what? Maybe my companies in the past have really either disrupted or changed or enabled communications. And true story, when I thought about it, all of my companies have enabled communications. And the great part about it is it was hard then, and it's much easier now. So as I talk to you about them a little bit, you will see that there's more opportunities now to do what I did much easier than ever before. So the first company, iMALL, that I started with my wife, 1994, was allowing 1 million merchants to communicate for the first time what their message was to people outside their local area, right? What were they going to sell? How were they going to describe it? What services they were going to provide? Then in 2000 or so with a company called Dr. Coop, which did not succeed, partially because the message was wrong, the timing was wrong. It was, hey, will patients ever actually go online, consumers, and get information about health? Will doctors ever talk to doctors online? Didn't work, time was too early, as you now know, that is that time. Then 2003 with MySpace, could there really be 100 million people that would actually communicate together through photos, music, blogs, friends lists, profiles, and everybody said no way, right? And now we have, 100 million people a month that visit our websites communicating about stuff they're passionate about. So after thinking about that, I said, you know what? I do understand communications, and I also understand even better the enormous opportunities there are today. Way more than when I was doing it because nobody was using the technologies. So real brief, I want to talk about 3 things. Communications in general and the opportunities, entertainment, because I know a lot of you are going to enter that field, and marketing and advertising. And what I'm going to talk about in communications is not just for profit. It's the same for whether you're going to healthcare, nonprofit, politics, or anything. So think about messaging today. How many people use their SMS? We know more people now use their phones for texting than telephones. How many people do BlackBerry Messenger, tweeting, Facebook, blogging, BB, BMM, MMS, right? iPad, iPhone, application. There are literally hundreds of different ways to communicate now that were never available before. And that provides an enormous opportunity for communications. The issue is, how do you get not lost in the clutter? Because now it's not only one-to-one and one-to-many, it's actually many-to-many and many-to-one. So what you need to do, in my opinion, is think about how you use art and science. How do you take the data to figure out who wants the message, how they want the message, right? People using an iPhone app are very different than someone using a BlackBerry. So use the data to figure out what message to send them, then use what you learned over the last 4 years on how to provide messages, how people and individuals and societies like to get messages and deliver it. It's what we call art and science, or bringing soul. Now, what makes it so unique, graduating from the School of Communications, is you actually understand how to give messages. We never understood that, and we made it way too techy. And what's happening on the internet today is it's a true mix of messaging and soul, and that's your opportunity. For those entering the entertainment field, I think this is the most exciting time ever. If you think about 50 years ago, there was 1 screen per household, right? Now, as we know, there's more televisions per household than people. When you add there that the average home has multiple computers, has a Sony PSP, has an Xbox, has an iPad, an iPhone, 3 different Android phones, there's a dozen screens that you can figure out how to reach new people in ways that the old people that graduated 5 years ago would never even imagine. So just by way of example, we through our company produced 200,000 videos on YouTube, and we don't own a camera. We have a group of freelancers that figured out how to produce those videos, they load them up on YouTube, and they were viewed 1.5 billion times. Wasn't that hard. There's those type of opportunities today across all these different platforms that were never available before, but you have to understand communications, and that's the leg up that you have. Think about marketing and advertising, right? There's $30 billion spent today online. In the next 5 years, it's going to be $60 billion. So as you enter into those fields, who's going to know how to spend the next $30 billion? I can guarantee you it is not the people that are there today because they didn't grow up with these innate technologies. When you talk to them about Twitter or texting or Facebook, they look at you like you're crazy. For everybody here, it's just innate. You do it every single day, and it's something that you completely understand. So that next $30 billion is going to be pushed through people like you, people like us, that can fully understand the power of that. When you combine that all together, You were very, very lucky to be born, as was I, during this time. The greatest change ever in communication, and you were brilliant to get a communications degree, because that is the platform of the future. So with that, I want to wish you all a very happy graduation. Go on, be excited, because this is the greatest time that I've ever seen. Thank you very much.
One of the consequences of having a sister school is that we share custody of the dean. Dean Wilson had to go over to journalism. They're the younger sibling in this sense, but nonetheless, they claimed his presence. He may be able to get back here before we're done. We have a long ways to go. I'd like to begin by introducing the faculty who are seated behind me. I'll start on my left, Professor Ken Serino, Professor Henry Jenkins, Professor Randy Lake, Professor Rebecca Weintraub, Professor Margaret McLaughlin, Professor Susan Resnick-West, Professor Colleen Keogh, Professor Dimitri Williams, an alumnus of our school, Professor Jody Gusek, someone who will get her own special introduction later, but Professor Patricia Riley. You already spoken. Professor Sarah Benet-Weiser. Professor Nick Cull. Professor Manuel Castells. Professor Stacy Smith. Professor Josh Kuhn, Professor Chris Smith, Professor Allison Troke, Professor Tom Hollahan, Professor Gordon Stables, Professor Janet Falk, Professor Peter Manji, Professor Ben Lee, Professor Daniela Barofia, Professor Dan Durbin, Professor Jillian Pearson. The results of the decibel test will be announced later. A few housekeeping announcements before we begin the awarding of degrees. After the ceremony, there will be a reception with refreshments to my right, your left. Graduates and their guests are encouraged to attend. Each graduating student will receive a gift from the dean, and these can be picked up after the ceremony at the alumni relations table, which is also to my right, to your left. We will begin by awarding the degrees of the Doctor of Philosophy and Communications, and the degrees will be presented by Professor Sarah Benet-Weiser, Chair of the Doctoral Curriculum Committee.
Sasha Costanza Chuck. Dr. Costanza Chuck will be hooded by Professor Manuel Castells. Jae-yoon Chung. Dr. Chung will be hooded by Professor Margaret McLaughlin. Jade Miller. Dr. Miller will be hooded by Professor Manuel Castells. Laura Portwood-Stacer. Dr. Portwood-Stacer will be hooded by Professor Sarah Benet-Weiser. David Travers Scott. Dr. Scott will be hooded by Professor Sarah Benet-Weiser. Cindy Shen. Dr. Shen will be hooded by Professor Peter Manji. Brad Shipley. Dr. Shipley will be hooded by Professor Patricia Riley. Paolo Sigismondi. Dr. Sigismondi will be hooded by Professor Larry Gross. Don Weissenen. Dr. Weissenen will be hooded by Professor Randy Lake. Hua Wang. Dr. Wang will be hooded by Professor Margaret McLaughlin. Matthew Scott Weber. Dr. Weber will be hooded by Professor Peter Manji.
We will now award the degree of Master of Public Diplomacy. The degrees will be awarded by Professor Nicholas Culp.
Joshua Adam Sidoff. Victoria Lynn Horton. Krista Karina Francis Close. Alexander Pampalone. Hiva Faizi. Tala Mohebi. Congratulations. Sarkis John Nehas. Daniela Montiel. Maria Agustina Galmarini. Naomi Michelle Light. Paul S. Rockhour. Leah Faith Rousseau. Erin Michelle Kamler. Matthew Robin Wallen. Kimberly DeGroff Modson. Tabi Davoudi. Alexis Hart Haftavani. Michael Hallquist. Caitlin Spaz. Catherine Alexandra Keith. Danielle Skloven. Dee Wu.
We will now present the degree Master of Global Communication. The degrees will be presented by Professor Patricia Riley, Director of the Global Communication Program.
Julia Chiara Roca. Deanne Francis. Christina Elias Masood. Nidhi Divan. Ashley Elizabeth Challenor. Megan Jane Porter. Savi Chakraborty. Frederick Johannes Kauder. Priya Goel. Alden Stoner. Leslie Marie Baldino. Kirsten Carthew. Stina Rasta Amundsen. Eli Lippman. Cortez Eugene Irvin. Ron Jin. Yi Huang. Edouard Izard. Justin Timothy Lopez. Jeffrey Forrest Broadway. Ingosa Victoria Chungu. James Paris Robbins Early. Kamla Pandey. Sarah Nazarian. Shantanu Datta. Timothy Carl Swanson. Pedro Arroyo.
We'll now award the degree of Master of Communication Management. The degrees are presented by Professor Rebecca Weintraub, Director of the program.
Marjorie Jean Brevidoro. Amber Rose Dubester. Clara Tarn. Kanak Agrawal. Benazir Hassan Ismail. Ashley Brooks Collis. Jordan Edward Kuhn. Jennifer Ann Jones. Cassie Allison Cremines. Jennifer Ann Castañeda. Mina Kanai Nishisaka. Kim Marie Caston. Jennifer K. Hahn. Jennifer Ann Skoda. Diana Michelle Leos. Ling Xiao Xiao. Hong Zhang. Su In Shin. Peiyu Lee. Emily Michelle Janacek. Kevin Mardasich. Shauna Rappaport. Sammy Ann Kriegstein. Melanie Ruth Casabar. Whitney Kohler. Daniel Darrell Atwater. Charles Smith Deville. Iman Jalali Khorasani. Edelisa C. Prudencio. Chelsea Allison York. Jason L. Buckner. Tessa Ann Van Papagum. Janice Sumie Sadayama. Shohan Fu. Tida Duong. Leela Brooks. Yuan Si Zhao. Atran Miao. Brian W. Steele. Brittany Ann De La Torre. Candice Bianca Evans. Melanie Myers. Dujo Anya Bekomo Jasso. Kathlina Teresa Maleski. Melinda Helen Herbie. Dion Clifton. Sonia Lee. Edwina Patricia Cumberbatch. Kristen Marie Fela. William James Higgins. Kathleen Joy Seacat Kogiran. Carolyn Samantha Ray. Justin James Carter. Lauren Ann Ahern. Miao He. Guaer Cheng. Cheryl So. Kathy Huang. Emily Yang. Vicky She. Young Ray. Marguerite de Burgoyne. Alexandra Aslin Hernandez. Catherine Hillier. Kaywan Shiraz. Edward O. Northager. Yu Zhang. Jiun Shin. Kaoli Mimi Hayashi. Stephanie Elizabeth Graves. Tanya Cecilia Gonzalez. Jesse Van Allen Jacks. Anand Sanchetti. Elizabeth Louise Burdick. Kinari Desai. Camellia Lee Shono. Susan Leanne Williams. Nicholas James Garrett. Sarah Elizabeth Kidd. Jessica Geisen. Philip Michael Bennett. Yingyin Oh. Wei Ting Shi. Zi Zheng Yang. Cheryl Ann Kranick.
We'll now present the degree of Bachelor of Arts of Communication. However, the degrees will be presented by Professor Ken Serino, but the first degree will be presented somewhat differently. The first graduate to receive the degree of Bachelor of Communication this year was born to be a communication graduate. Alex Holohan is the daughter of two members of our faculty, Professor Patricia Riley and Tom Holohan, who will present her with a degree.
Alexandra Riley Holohan.
The next three graduates truly epitomize the Trojan family. You might say they put the family in Trojan. The Herman triplets entered USC together, and today they are all earning their bachelor's degrees together. In addition, all three graduates are continuing on for their Masters in Communication Management here at Annenberg. All three graduates will walk across the stage together at Annenberg, where Deborah earned her degree in communication and Rachel studied public relations. They will then walk again at the Marshall ceremony, where Sarah will receive her degree in business administration. Congratulations.
Deborah Karen Herman. Rachel Amy Herman. Sarah Beth Herman. Jennifer Zoe Calvin. Lisa Eric Caracas. Lauren Moss Weinzimmer. Alyssa Heather Bittinson. 2-1 Fane. Prerna Nandu Shabria. Meredith Van Sue Jensen. Golit Hannah Fredlinder. Karen Ann Statler. Lisa Kashuri. Nadine Baboff. Mimi Paley. Catherine Claire Vidowich. Thomas Howard Carter. Nicole Evangeline Ayers. Ashley Jordan Bachman. Shannon Rose Rocchio. Rachel Nicole Schmidt.
Oh, sorry, other side.
Erica Andrews. Claire Elizabeth Bullard. Julia Duran. Michael John O'Neill.
Here, Kazarian.
Lisa Kior Kiozirian. Brittany Lee Clark. Vanessa Monique Sandoval. Melissa Karen Ingram. Allison Jenna Beerley. Morgan Ray Boyen. Catherine Rose Bell. Beth Sarah Abramson. Amanda Diane Keller. Allison Claire Crumble. Anika Sharma. Perry Byrne Johnson. Marlene Jilly Vigil. Emily Susan Benfield. Amir Kabiri. Dina Ovasian. Robert Earl Baldwin. Josephine Young Lee. Jacqueline Harvey Johnston. Melissa Ann Robinson. Tekla Elizabeth Beckman. Rebecca Lynn McCall. Jamie Lynn Petros. Ashley Nicole Prescott. Ashley Dawn Bell. Ariel Fallon Kelly Catherine McCann. Brooke Michelle Badger. Kristen Elizabeth Walters. Lindsay Margaret Musel.
Fallon Elaine Buckler.
Fallon Ellen Buckalow. Layla Justine Yosasade. Takako Irene Lee. So Young Kim. Nicole Pham. Amanda Kirkham. Anastasia Stella Allen. Holly Elizabeth Palmer. Jennifer Linwood Stambaugh. Sarah Marwa Joseph. Anais Cecilia Elizabeth Angova. Katie Candice Moosby. Crystal Renee Ruiz. Monica Melise Rodriguez. Elena Marie Islas.
Last name's Dez.
Jessica Sarah Dez. Sarah Deanna Bollinger. Kelsey Elizabeth Conklin. Allison V. Long.
Just like it.
Sarah Emily Erickson. Tiffany Wen. Neil Wally. Stephanie Rennie. Kristen Alto Co.
Yeah, Kristen! Woo!
Amanda Therese Ashley. Lisa Lee Robinson. Kara Bryn Stubbins. Cameron Michael Ernst. Hillary Ann Harley.
Sierra Grace Stewart.
Sierra Grace Stewart.
Megan Gonzalez. Very simple.
Megan Gonzalez. Thomas Carter Phillips. Chasen Trider. Elizabeth Kendall Miller. Jessica Wong. Alyssa Julia Smith. Athena Meshkin.
That's Bainrich.
Ashton Bainrich Palmer. Stephanie K. Meyer. Ashley Marie Sun. Catherine Ann McCormick. Jenna Marie Duran. Sarah Elizabeth Swiger. Justin Michael Daly. Johanna Ray Williams. Tina Melody Mortarosian. Chelsea Elizabeth Kirkendall. Smitha Prakash Bunde. Desiree Star Dozier. Pamela Susan Johnson. Patricia Ann Terrell. Alexis Suzanne Demond. Hannah Ann Ozier. Christine Ann Forley. Rebecca Marie Fisher. Darren Perlman. Brittany Danielle Coziera. Selena Lee Goldsmith. Brian Trent Nichols. Chelsea J. Hairston. Leslie Ann Stahl. Caitlin Margaret Crisp. Kaylin Nicole Shaw. Chelsea Jane Catherine Wilson.
I put my middle name there. Stanislaw.
Paige Elizabeth DeStanislow. Allison Elizabeth Cutting. Lauren Kathleen Peterson. JL Christine Johnson. Johnston. Silviana Sutano Carinion. Jocelyn Rebecca Thompson. Ryoko Lenora Yoshida. Alyssa Bryn McMullen. Blair Danielle Bartlett. Jessica Megan Erickson. Elise DePoit Meyer. Audrey Biggerstaff. Kyle M. Shore. Amid Omar. Jason Philip Young. Erica Beatty Gozali. Frank Warren Pearson. Benjamin Briggs Myers. Megan Kern Parker. Patricia K. Swen. Manuel Miranda. Corey Michael Johnson. Vanessa Portillo. Vanessa Corral. David Richard Stevens. Avi Benjamin Kushlan. Kelsey Ann DeLora. Emily Rachel Karsh. Colleen Jean Kuhn. Jessica Marie Larberia. Lauren Lee Gaw. Jessica Trevor Schned. Talton Oliver Tenney Embry. Stephanie Lauren Hawkins. Alexis Elizabeth Nichols. Devin Elise Wilson. Nicholas David Eliufan. Alexander Earl Minton. Alexandra Laura Guzman. Jessica Raquel Stern. Eva Steinbaum. Jose Antonio Diaz. Brett Michael Malik. Nicholas Aaron Rabavanach. Cassandra Marie Gamboa. Corwin Matthew Sanchez. Ana Patrice Jimenez. Ebony Lynette Rice. Carolyn Jane Agassi. Janine C. Ausa. Edna Radbod. Shantae Castañeda. Christine Hee-Yoon Yu.
Sorry, I don't know what's on it.
Dominic Andrew Lopez. Sean Paul Miura. Jamie Ann Loriola. Joanne Cito. L.C. Lim. Michelle M. Sang. Alexandra Rose Masaya Vogue. Kevin Anthony Bautista Gorilov. Javier Ramirez. Caitlin Laura Barrett. Singra Syra. Brittany Jeanette Furbush. Bria Wylette Schreiber. Nicole Desperito. Megan Elizabeth Hardy. J.R. Sterling. Renee Catherine Rodia. Annie Huang. Kristen Lita Covington. Jacqueline Michelle Andrich. Rachel Devora Sherman. Stephanie Laureen Gray. Jacqueline Marie Shore. Ariana Moveni. Kimberly Ann Fitzpatrick. Katie Michelle Aspel. Ryan Wayne Weatherell. Grant Michael Patrick Wilhite. Ryan James Dupuy. Alexander Edward Hurtado. Alejandro Navarro. Jason Lee. Natasha Kovile. Kimberly Hu. Bonnie Catherine Wong. Jeffrey Lee. Stephen Michael Brando. Farah Victoria Tamadone. Catherine Marie Cross. Sandy Wu. Matthew Kevin Harkenreiter. Jill Elizabeth Johnson. Alexa Lee Nico. Lisa Ann Johnson. Laureen Taffet Finkelstein. Michelle Cho. Edwin Kwok. Diana Elizabeth Siegel. Kira Ali Young. Marin Campbell Smith. Catherine Marie Decker Sadowski. Kelly Lee L. Batani. Dorothy Wang. Courtney Taylor Cohen. Natasha Katie Zeller. Ida Shamorade. Ramiz Tomei. Layla H. Park. Alex Wayne Wright Karasik. Justin Ross Siegel. Brian Andrew Hunt. Andy Enhui Liang. Jeanette Theodora Suris. Mackenzie Baldwin Harkins. Jeremy Gerard Primesberger. Amanda Kimi Chun. Eric Villegas. Lorena Lopez. Tyler Charles Stevens. Jonathan Frank Hackett. Helen Cho. Isadora Swirlson. Gabriela Sabag Gomia.
Maldi Mota.
Isabella Maldi Mota. Dina Elise Rosenberg. Sydney Michelle Human. Noel Sanders. Gila Arshadania. Alexandra Simha Benayin. Tori Ann Freimerman. Tony Alexandra Cohn. Rachel Ann Brady. Stephanie Elizabeth Graves. Devin Elise Walker. Jamie Nicole Milner. Dustin William Lavelle Warren. Mikael Wulde Johannes. Amir Wasay. Natasha Waldemarian. Teresa Simpson. Jonathan Hernandez. Sean Mitchell Jackson. David Ross Adler. Michael Connor Doherty. John Carlos Silva. Ryan Nunez. Cedric Jakin Setien. Danny Elias Azar. John Anthony Sorelli. Adam Michael Sirocco. David A. Oshman. Kyle Ashton Perry. Rafi Sharinian. Deborah C. Hannah Kim. And Jeanette Carter. Deandra Lee Bradford Arnold. Ashley Yerin Kim. Becky Ruby Manukian. Kara Elise Alter. Joseph Edmund Piucci. Whitney Michelle Heil. Kevin Charles Grainer. James Christopher Martin. William Paul Castro. Kelly Gail Barrett. Elizabeth Abdel Gufar. Cyrus Kadovar Shariri. Ryan Thomas Colley. Gregory Edward Stum. Victoria Elena Perez. Carlin Lynn Castell. Tasneem Amid. Tracy Murakami. Kelly Ann Davis. Alexandra Brittany Altschorler. Bryn Elizabeth Cresson. Lacey Michelle Holsey. Keely Bryn Ryan. Bonnie Jean Jacobs. Adela Popokova. Sammy Yammer Anish. Marie Lorraine Burke. Tina Chu. Paige Marissa Garutsky. Catherine Lynn Keithley. Lillian Lai. Winnie Tai. Michelle Wong. Cameron Patrick K. Gerard Kennedy Cahill Jr. Evan Philip Nelson. Charles Richard Kozowski.
Let's all give a round of applause to the class of 2010. Before we started today, I was given a special script to read in case of an earthquake. Fortunately, I didn't need to read the script, so if any of you felt the earth move, it was your own personal sense of relief and accomplishment. And at the conclusion of this ceremony and this commencement, we'd like you all to go forth and shake things up. Thank you.